no sagging, and no turkeys out. It's a miracle.
I just got home from school and I want the day to be over. I have homework to do. And let me just say, why in the world do we even have homework? Because after you're at school for 7+ hours, you don't want to go home and do more school. Whoever invented homework, they should, I don't even know. I hate homework. There's no point in having your child go to school and then come home and do more school. Like, I have a lot of homework today and I don't want to do more schoolwork. Because you come home and that's not school. Why should you do school at home? Anyway, so I'm gonna wait a few minutes to calm down so that I can actually do my homework without being so completely mad at homework that I don't even get anything done. That kind of didn't make sense, but it did in my brain. So that just shows how tired and just done with the day I am.
I am in love with this fencing. I mean, we've had it up not even 24. Well, it's been up for 24 hours. It's not sagging. Only one chicken has escaped. I am a fan. So, power fields, check them out below in the resources below. Resources, check them out in the description below. We have links. Do any of your kids wear the same shirt over and over and over again? Jonah gave Sam this shirt and he wears it almost every day, all day. You should probably work on that. Life in the rabbit colony. We have had some goods and some bads. So a few days ago, you saw some rabbits fighting over this. Bottom line, we have a litter of babies in here. Let's check on them. Oh my gosh, they're getting big. And it's been super cold. And so she's done such a good job with her nest. She's got 6. Oh my gosh, look how fat. Okay, we gotta hurry and close it up. We don't want, Bella's such a good mama, but we wanna, okay. Make sure you're showing. Okay, put it back down. Okay, make sure nobody rolls out. Okay. Wars between Belle, who's the mom, and Panda, and you can see she's missing a bunch of fur. So the story to that is kind of a sad one. You saw the first day, I'm trying to think what we've shown. The first day, you know, she had those 2 that we fostered to Chunk, which we need to get back in there and make sure they're okay. Later that day, we put her in the cage, and then she escaped the cage and had 3 more babies inside where Belle's babies are. But she didn't make a proper nest and they froze. So sadly we lost that litter. She's done. We need to process her. You know, she's been a bad mom multiple times. She's done. And that sounds so callous, but you know, when we're gonna lose babies, that's not really okay either. We did have, I think Carrot had a litter in here, and sadly those were a loss too. I believe, I don't know for sure. We had there's a couple different scenarios. One is Chunk, the territorial dominant one, either went in and smashed the nest, or, you know, the little grow outs that are running around went in there and stomped on the nest just to try to hide. So either way, what we're doing to change the colony is we're putting in a few more hiding places. You know, I'm in a rabbit group on Facebook, and I think we just need more hidey holes. We have plenty of nesting places, we just don't have enough hiding spots. So I added this bucket right here for them to go into. I would like to get some more of these, so I'm going to check my local garage sale sites and friends to see if anybody might have anything, and you know, maybe build a couple more hidey holes. I've got another bucket that I could possibly do another thing like I just showed you. Now we're just waiting for Miss Lucky to kindle. She's under there if you can see her. We're not sure if Chunk is gonna allow people to come and use the bucket systems. Chunk may not be around. Like, we may wean her litter, and I don't know. We're just trying to figure out who's gonna work for us, what's gonna work for us, who can live happily together and not be jerks. So I'm just waiting to see maybe where Lucky is going to find a safe place to maybe have babies. I should have just had the camera rolling. Her nest is right there. I was in that nest and she totally came after me. So she's very territorial. Won't let anybody in. She's a great mom, but if you've ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that comes to mind because I don't want to have a rabbit that I'm afraid of. I just don't. I'm trying to think of everything I have on hand at my disposal without having to build something, because I don't build. But I just want one more hidey hole. I don't like the grow outs. They hide in these 2 burrows. And like I said, I mean, it's either the first doe that took them all out, which is not regular behavior for a rabbit, but neither is her attacking us. Oh, or the grow outs, because I also found one that had been pretty injured over here, and just a tiny one. It was pretty mortally injured, but the blood originated from inside the bucket burrow, so it was from here to here. I mean, we've been rabbit keepers for 3.5 years and I'm still learning. I mean, do rabbits pick up and take their young away? Or if an attacking rabbit, would it come and take a rabbit away? Let me know if you guys know. But I know that we need more hidey places. And I don't think I can do anything. I think I'm gonna have to ask the master builder, Jonah, to help us out. Just had an idea. It might work. Fresh dirt. Here comes the evil rabbit.
Okay, what do you think, bud? Yeah, that looks good. We just need to like cover it with dirt.
I do like to put like a little bit of a log or something to hold the dirt up.
Whoa.
That is an old dog transport, like pet carrier, that isn't in the most tip-top shape. So hopefully that will be used as a hidey hole and not a nest. But we'll just keep figuring this colony thing out. Now it's gonna go in the bucket. I want it to go in there, not there. Are you wondering the same thing I am? I want to know the story behind this.
Whoa!
Hey Sam, was this your doing? Okay, come over here and tell me the story. Because I really would like to know why one would need
Accidentally licking
that.
the spoons.
You kept accidentally licking the spoons. Oh, when you were doing what?
Making peanut butter and honey for my sandwich.
Oh, he mixed his peanut butter and honey for his sandwich. How many spoons? Let's count, Sarah. Count them. How many spoons are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, maybe Sam should do dishes.
I was gonna say, you should have him wash those.
Maybe you could accidentally lick all the dishes clean. Okay, no, they're gonna need soap. Put them in the sink.
Hey, Mom, I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Why are you telling me you're hungry? It's not like I'm in charge of dinner or anything.
What happened? It's the wrong way.
The camera doesn't want to do it either. Just don't want to.
It's just like.
So, I don't know. I'm just tired. No granola bars. I'm just tired. I'm feeling a little bit contaminated. I'm not sure why. I haven't eaten anything particularly bad for me, but right here it keeps itching and my tongue has like a strip across it that's burning. I did try these new chocolate chips with 3 ingredients. Only 3 ingredients, but I don't know. I'm feeling very contaminated with my Hashimoto's. And so I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not quite feeling myself, which I've been doing a lot better I just don't understand. So I'm not sure what's going to be for dinner.
Can I have some of these?
But apparently we're hungry. Can you have some of the, you know, sure, have some crackers. Because sometimes that's just okay. The decisions begin.
Oh, that's one.
We've got one per each kid. So we'll see what Emma chooses.
Sam gets all this.
That's a lot of food.
I wouldn't eat all that. I would not even get half of that.
Let's do it with a kid who refuses to eat.
Have another kid eat it.
Have another kid eat it. Okay, go ahead.
Really?
But yeah, what do you guys do for a kid that won't eat their dinner? She says it tastes gross. So generally what we do is then we just say, okay, there's nothing else to eat for dinner then. You don't get another snack, you don't get anything else. I had a friend tell me that they did that with their kid because a counselor had said if you like force them to eat it, it could give them a bad relationship with food. Anyway, leave in the comments below. What would you do with the child that refuses to eat her dinner? We're talking about Sarah here.
How many birds do we have out here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23, 24. I count 24 birds total. I think I'm on the low end of that. Oh, 25, 26. Good news. No birds escaped. No birds escaped. Which is huge for us because it has been a struggle for a long time now. We have not been able to keep all of our birds in this poultry netting, in any poultry netting, except this. I'm very happy. There's Tough Nut. Such a pretty rooster. Healthy looking too. The turkeys are using the roost. I've got to come out here and I've got to winterize the chickshaw. The roofing needs some work, and then the front ventilation sections I need to patch up so that the drafts can't get through there. Keep it a little bit warmer. So yeah, really pleased with this product. Really pleased. I think the big key is the height. Having this extra height, I think, has made all the difference for us. So this will be really nice. You know, in the wintertime they don't really go very far, but during the spring months especially, they like to be all over the place. And so this will be nice to keep them contained and move them around like we wanted to, have always wanted to do, we've tried to do with little success over the years. This has given me a new hope in poultry netting. Just got off work and I'm enjoying the rabbits. So this mama over here, her name is Chunk. She is the most aggressive mother we've ever had, by a long shot. Nobody gets near her burrow. Like, abnormally, she has an abnormally large territory where she won't let anyone near. Like you can see this little guy right here, that's about as close as she'll let him get, not much closer. Anywhere underneath that tarp, and she'll go after you. I think Trisha's probably mentioned that. So when she's done raising these babies, I think we're gonna call her. Those aren't traits that we want. It's difficult to deal with her, so we won't keep those bloodlines. The thing that we're learning with having an open colony like this is that it's a living thing in and of itself. The rabbits have to adjust to each other. We have to be flexible with the colony. We have to change the way we do things, you know, like with this mom that's really aggressive. We've got to provide, we've got to keep an eye on that. We have to monitor that. We have other rabbits that are pregnant, that are going to be giving birth. They need to have their burrows, their safety, and if they can't get up there and do that, then we've got to provide it for them. And so we haven't had this issue before. We haven't had a mother be so aggressive like this, protective, which is good to a certain extent, but this is too much. So we're gonna have to, and it just requires you to be more diligent. I can just imagine how much easier it would be if everything was in a cage and in its place, and that was it, you know. I'm not advocating one way or the other. This is the way we chose to do it, and I like this way, and I don't have anything against those that choose to do it other ways. So I guess what I'm saying is it is more work to do it this way. But in a lot of ways I like it. So far. We're into this 3 years now. 2 years. 2.5 years. So still new. Still new to raising rabbits this way. But we're learning. We're definitely learning. Kids are having fun on the swings. I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to. Snow is on the forecast for, today's Monday, for Wednesday. Already snow. It's a little early this year. Earlier than normal.
Thanks for joining us today here on our crazy adventure. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.